Here's a comedy-centric moment.
And but I think I pretty much talked myself out of that one. For a long time, I did the same with Mort Sahl, but I'm very happy that I went ahead and did it when I did. That was so much of that story was in Mort's head, uh, and if you didn't have him as a participant in the process, you weren't going to get the story. And
Right.
as I said, we
And,
recorded 40 hours to do that.
and Lucy was such a part of it in those later years. Lucy Mercer.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah,
she made his life up there
yeah,
possible,
yeah.
and she made the book possible too. I mean, if she didn't want to see it done, it wasn't going to get
She's a
done. But
wonderful lady. I love her. I love the theater. And I tell you, the first time I was there with, I don't know if you knew who Kevin Meaney is or was,
no, don't
comedian
know
Kevin
that.
Meaney. Well, he brought me out there for the first time. And
Mm.
when I walked in there, it was as if I had walked through the pearly gates of heaven. And you just, you just, your spirit as a comic just lightens up. And when I found out that Chaplin had worked there, and as part of the Carno show had brought Stan Laurel with him too, I just kissed the stage. That's the first thing I did when I went in there.
Well,
And
I have fond Oh, sorry, go on.
no, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I have fond memories of Mort's. I think it was his 88th birthday dinner, and it was on the upper floor at the theater, and Lucy had arranged for a buffet spread, and there were about 16 of us up there, and a pianist to play. And uh, among the guests that night were Robin Williams and his
I was
wife
gonna, yeah.
Susan, and the affection that Robin had for Mort was really stunning because he fully understood Mort's role in what he and a lot of other comedians were able to do in later years. They were all standing on Mort's shoulders, and that was really a terrific night, and it was great for me because we chatted a bit, and I was having trouble finding a publisher that would take the book. Mort
The Mort
was
Sahl
praising
book?
this.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I just couldn't find any, but it was just a question of the wrong people being in charge of various places
Yeah.
at the time. But
What else is new?
finally, I went with a university publisher who did a very very good job with it, but it didn't get the attention in New York. But at that point, when Robin asked me who my publisher was, I said, "That's the problem, right? I don't have one." And he immediately said, "Need funding." And
Oh, wow.
Wow.
later, after Mort had left, and we were down outside the front of the theater standing around, and Robin came over to me again. And he said, "I wasn't kidding about that. He said, I'm willing to cover the cost of the first printing." And
Wow.
I thanked him very much. That was really a boost at a time when I was kind of low about doing this, but I was too far into it. Somebody else might have ghosted Mort and just walked away from it, but I couldn't
Right.
do that. And,
Well, to enlighten you, Kathy, that Robin lived in the neighborhood basically, and
yeah,
he
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
and he
He
worked
was
out
there
at
all
that
the time.
theater. He was over
Yeah,
Yeah.
always at the Throckmorton,
Mhm.
and
yeah,
so
yeah. And he was kind of the guiding light of the place in terms of
Yeah.
in the green room, the comedians would just cluster around him. He was one of those North Stars, in a sense.
Yes.
And when they did the big memorial for Robin at uh, the Curran Theater in San Francisco, Mort came out at one point. He was one of the speakers that day, and by that time he was having trouble getting around. He moved very slowly as he walked to the center of the stage and to the podium. And I think probably part of the audience wondered or they were surprised to find that Mort was still alive. And he was kind of a legendary name, but the sort of the person that got name checked on Mrs. Maisel, and you assume he died 30 years ago. And so first thing he said into the microphone was, "I've just about paid off my student loans."
Great opening line.